Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie, and we're going to read your tarot cards. Let's start Aquarius off with an oracle card, just a little affirmation, something they need to hear. Take that one. Oh, I had another one sticking out. We'll see if it comes out again. As always, guys, keep in mind these are general messages. Not everything I say will resonate with every single one of you out there. So come into it with an open heart, with an open mind. If it's not your message, that's okay. Just move right along to your next program on YouTube, right? Do assume it's going out to someone. It is serving a purpose, even if it is not for you this week, okay? So let's look at your oracle cards. Just little messages for you. Release self-doubt. Let go of fear. I love these illustrations. This deck is new. It's called Shine from the Inside Out, and I've been using it for all the zodiac signs. It's just really beautiful. I think they're pretty cards. Today holds unlimited possibilities to see the beauty in life. Kind of reminds me of the World card in tarot, so maybe the culmination of something, closure, completion. And then last but not least, forgive someone. All right, so maybe these themes will appear in your tarot reading. Let's find out. Let's hop in. We'll do this deck. What is this deck called? It is called Heaven and Earth Tarot, for those who want to know. Wow, you had something pop right out. I didn't even get to shuffle them. We'll see what it is. Something with a Taurus. A Taurus may be making an offer, but you may have rejected them or left them out in the cold, or it could be vice versa. At one point in time, you made an offer to this Taurus or whoever, this person, and at the time they were either already committed or they just said no. They may have rejected you. So here's what I get from this. It's taken, if that makes any sense to you guys, it's taken you a long time to kind of bridge the gap of not feeling that sense of rejection. And it seems like you guys have actually established some stability on your own. There's like peace of mind. I think you've moved on from this person. So I'm sort of getting too little too late. This may involve a female earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or especially a male Taurus. Yeah, I see someone giving you the cold shoulder at one point in time, but then they choose to make an offer. But there's already some type of feeling about this person, Five of Pentacles. I think their offer like falls on deaf ears, for lack of a better, term or phrase, because I think you have your walls up now. It's like I gave you one chance and you said no, or it didn't fit into your life, and so I took you at your word. And so the thing is, I don't even think you're tripping. That's what I just heard. Like, you ain't tripping. Sorry, shouldn't talk like that. Anyway, like, you seem good. You seem very at peace with yourself and not lusting after the past or romanticizing it. I think that chapter for you is done, and hence why I'm sensing kind of closure and completion on a cycle in your life. So, I'm not at all saying that this was a bad person, but something happened at the time where you guys didn't come together. So sorry for the cross watchers, but like Aquarius in this scenario, I think you're good. You're done, especially if you, Aquarius, resonate very strongly Earth in your chart. If you have like an Earth rising or an earthy moon or something, I think you're done, and maybe that's why this is coming in too. For those who, I have to be honest, most of you are absolutely certain. Like, there's not even that really part of you that is like, oh, well, maybe should I reach back? I would say 90% of you are like, oh no, like that fool, nope. Like, I don't even think you respond to the message. I think you're like, oh my God, they're still in my phone, like delete, For this very small percentage of you where you're wavering, I think your intuition for the most part is guiding you in the right direction. And again, I'm not here to tell you what your intuition is saying, flat out. I'm here to read the cards, but I get the idea that most of you know that it's time to move on, that you can just do better, essentially, is what I'm getting. So falling back into old patterns of behavior or reconsidering people who rejected you. And what I'm getting is they dismissed you in a way that was not very mature. It's almost like they ghosted you and now they're coming back. It's that type of vibe. Like, this person did a little bit of damage and it's taking you a while to get over it. So for the few of you who you are having self-doubts about, well, is this the right move? Am I being cold-hearted by not responding to them? I mean, I guess do unto others, but ultimately I think this person is kind of getting, more or less getting what's owed to them, like karma, essentially, by not treating you with the highest amount of respect. Even if they weren't romantically interested, how hard is it to just be honest with someone? Thank you, but I'm not interested, or here's why, or give you any explanation. Do they owe you an explanation? Absolutely not. But would a kind person who respects you give you a little something to work with just so you're not constantly like, well, are they going to call me? Are we, aren't we? Yeah, I would think someone who respects you would give you just a little bit of peace of mind about where things are at. I think this person missed that opportunity and now they're feeling like, oh, I missed out on a chance with Aquarius, so they're coming back around. I have to be honest, I don't think you're going to take them. I do think, though, it's just so you're not holding on to emotional baggage or mental baggage, which, again, I don't even know why I'm being called to say this, because for most of you, there's no sentimentality here. You are done. You are over it. It reminds me very much of a Sagittarius reading I just did. Maybe that factors into it. This could involve a Sagittarius. It's possible that forgiving someone, it could be forgiving yourself for essentially diminishing your value by waiting on a person who just didn't treat you right. The thing is, you've already had that epiphany. You've already woken up to that fact, realization, awakening type vibes. Others of you, it's saying you came to learn the lesson that this person didn't treat you right, and more or less you're going to raise your standards next time going around. So yes, forgive yourself, the younger version of yourself, because now you have new knowledge and wisdom. Also, I think it is more or less about forgiving this person. But again, I think it could be done in a way where maybe you respond to their text, but you give them absolute clarity, like, nah, I'm good, but I don't even think it's good to hear from you, but it's like, good luck. Like, it's that type of vibe. So that way you're not holding on to this, like, they didn't treat me right energy. Because what is that expression, like, holding on to a grudge or resentment? It's like, more or less, it's like letting someone live in your head rent-free. Like, you're thinking about them and it's causing all sorts of mess and chaos and trouble, but if they're not thinking about you, do you understand what I mean? So it's not good for you to hold on to that. And I think most of you, if you're not feeling that way now, I would say give it time, give it a couple of weeks, because something happens. Maybe there's a new offer. Maybe you get some good news at work or in your personal life, or something comes in where it's so much better than what you were willing to settle for at one point in time. So this shows a tremendous amount of growth, Aquarius. I really like it. Gosh, I didn't know that was going to be a whole storyline the way they just fell out, but it actually seemed quite important. And for some of you, there is the possibility that this person was married, or they were trying to engage in third-party stuff. And I can hear you guys asking me, or so is that done? I don't know. My gut feeling is no, they're still committed to someone else, because the way they're coming in, it doesn't meet your expectations or standards still. So again, I have to say, all these cards are indicating, nah, I'm done with you. I've moved on. Which I kind of love about that Aquarian energy. Like, I have to say it, I don't want to stereotype all the zodiac signs, but like, this is so Aquarian, this is so Sagittarian. When I read and I love all my zodiac signs, I do. Like, I don't mean to speak poorly, but when I do readings for like Virgo and Libra and Cancer, it's like X from the back, or your X from the past comes back, and they're always like, maybe I'll consider it. Maybe they've changed their ways, when more often than not, they haven't changed their ways. So what I'm saying is I really dig your self-empowerment that you're sort of exuding in this reading. That's really inspiring. That's really badass. But all the more reason to support our fellow zodiac signs, right? Because maybe they struggle making those kind of clean breaks, finishing up loose ends, tying up loose ends. Yeah, strife. So in terms of, is there a clean break here from the ex or from the person they used to be married to? I would say no. Not only that, it's in reverse. I don't even like that. It's quite literally called the card of strife. So I would say, no, there's still a lot of messy stuff going on with them. So, hey, plenty of fish in the sea. Let's do another message for you. What deck do I want to use? Sure, let's use this one. Why not? All right, one more message for Aquarius. What is some good insight or wisdom I can share with them, please? So someone, I don't know why I just got this hit, but someone's name starts with a T, or there's a big emphasis on T. It could be a last name. I don't know, Tina, Tim. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the letter T. So, all right. Let's set our intention here. Let's get Aquarius some insightful, helpful messages. Something coming up in the next few weeks. Something that they might need advice or guidance on. Let's help Aquarius. My table is filthy. I don't know what all these like pen marks are. Oh, maybe it's ash from my matches. Ugh, that's not great. I hope it doesn't get on my cards. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. One more message. Let's split the deck for Aquarius. Nine of Wands. So you have Nine of Wands twice. And what's really cool, I'm not trying to make these the same message, but I forgot to note, this Nine of Wands is called Great Strength. Do you see how that's confirmation? Like, yeah, you're like a badass motherfucker. Like, I really like this vibe for you, Aquarius. It's very poised, it's very confident, and it's really practicing good boundaries and self-respect. Yeah, and okay, so I'm not trying to make this the same message, but this does frequently happen. So let's assume this is a new scenario or situation. There's something you're walking away from because you felt like you got burnt, or you put in a lot of energy, and again, time sort of hanging around to see if something new would develop, maybe at a job or in a relationship. And ultimately, I think you came to realize, oh, they were never going to give me that position, or I think you were giving someone the benefit of the doubt far beyond the timeline where you should have. And so again, I'm not shaming you. I'm not saying you need to beat yourself up, because ultimately the important message here is that you do come to realize, oh, like, it's my exit queue. I should have left weeks ago. I should have left months ago. So great, you realize that, and then you're going to walk away. I do sense that this person may try and get you back, or even it's very similar. It's like they reach out to you and say, oh, well, we'll give you the raise. If you come back, we will, we'll double up on your benefits, or, whatever. And even so, it's like, again, too little, too late. It's like, you were like, I asked for that raise 2 years ago, or, whatever. The timeline doesn't really matter, but again, it has to do with you lost me. Like, why didn't you value me when you had me? I was there for a long time, a very long time. I was standing there at this little post hoping you would see the value, see the potential in me, and you didn't. So 4 of Cups to me is like, nah, I'm good. Like, and I want to be clear, like, with the 4 of Cups, it's not like there's something spectacular that you're switching it for, because ultimately it's not about that. It's not, this specific message is not about replacing something meh with something amazing. I promise you that's what's in line. This is that period where you are, again, cutting ties with something simply because you respect yourself and you understand I would even offer maybe more emotionally stable, knowing that I'm in control of my life and I'm in the power position, whereas I'm in the past or in the situation, you were sort of passing off that power, that choice, that agency to someone else, waiting for them to respond to you. And so again, this feels just very empowered. It's like, I'm almost getting like, I would rather be single than wait around for you. Even if this is in regards to a job, it's like, I would rather be between jobs and hustling and looking for something that's in alignment with me and my value than waiting at this like ridiculous job where you keep promising me things and not delivering. It's incredibly blunt. It's incredibly non-emotional. It's very emotionally detached, but you're listening to your intuition and you are listening to your heart. So let's read for that then. What is coming in? I would say, if this is your story, if you are going to cut ties with a job or whatever this is, it could be something smaller than, it doesn't be life-changing things. Cut ties with this person, this situation, this family member, whatever it is. I would expect some small period of stagnancy. It's not anything terrible. Like, it's not, I don't know. 4 of Cups says it's sort of stable, but it's not necessarily the most enjoyable part of your life or the most enjoyable chapter. But again, it's just a chapter. This is going to phase out. This is going to lead you into something new. A lot of you are just going to really focus on your spirituality and your mental health. I see you getting really into like yoga, and I'm hearing the word practitioner. So I don't know if that's your job or, I see you guys doing like yoga and meditation and sort of channeling messages from the divine. Like literally, I'm wanting to pair these two together. Like you're in some sort of yoga pose with your hands together like that. I think you're just looking for bigger and better things, and that's a great way to start because you're going to manifest them, but don't expect like Cinderella story overnight. Taking the first step shows the universe that you're in it and you're ready for a new chapter and you're committed. Maybe that's why this Hierophant is coming up. So offers will come in slowly, but again, like just know if you're going to cut ties with the situation, and I would kind of advise you to do so. It seems like that is kind of the proper move. This Page of Pentacles eventually becomes the Queen of Pentacles. So, like the offer gets bigger or there's something more attractive that you end up going after. Get creative and excite your imagination with wonder. A lot of you may be doing some sort of research project or building a website. You may be doing like research or studying about some sort of, I don't know if it's a degree or something you're wanting to build. It could just be becoming more familiarized with some sort of creative process as well for any of my artists out there. What's coming in for Aquarius, let's say in the next month or so? Anything good coming in that they would be excited about or something I can make them aware of? Keep climbing. Keep reaching higher. Good things are coming in, but it does require effort. We are in Aries season, which is all about action, right? Finding that, meaning the word insight. What incites action? What excites your curiosity or creativity? Don't be, I hate to say don't, I never like to use that word, but essentially more or less be very weary or very cautious about offers coming into the past, because it's like it's an illusion. It's a disguise. When someone comes knocking back, especially someone who didn't treat you right, even if they're telling you everything you want to hear, most of you, the message here is, you know better. Don't even look back. Like, leave the past in the past, because you are coming into something much bigger and more harmonious and more, again, in alignment with what you want and who you are. So it's very easy to fall back into old patterns because it's more familiar, but ultimately this is about having faith that just because you can't see what's up ahead doesn't mean it's not really effing amazing, right? Queen of Pentacles is what you're headed towards, but right now you can't see it. You're just heading up that ladder with hope and faith that the universe is going to meet you halfway and give you something you want. Keep climbing the ladder. I think that's really important. All right, Aquarius, that's what I got for you. Really cool deck. I'm kind of digging these images. I just want to show you the pictures up close. Aren't these cool? It's a newish deck that I just got. What is it called? The Tarot of... I'm really bad at remembering the name of my tarot decks. Hold on, I'll tell you. What is this deck called? Tarot of the Divine is what it's called, which... it's pretty cool. I do recommend it, and it's pretty cheap too. I think it was only 20 bucks. Anyway, I'm rambling. Aquarius, thanks for joining me on my channel. Do remember to smash the like button. I would appreciate it. Lets YouTube know that you guys are enjoying these videos and that you want to see more of them. So hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Other than that, I will see you next Thursday for more tarot, my friends. Until then, have a good one.